I'm Lorraine Smith. I'm an educational consultant in Florida. I work with home education families, and I'm going to answer a few questions that you may have. Boy, it's a daunting task when you think about doing chemistry in your kitchen, or physics. Maybe you didn't have physics in high school or calculus and so forth, but today there are so many different resources for you to have a successful high school homeschool that we didn't have 10 years ago. The onset of online learning and co-ops and dual enrollment are just a wonderful resource for the homeschool student. Many students, when they are in 8th grade, begin taking high school classes, either in a math class. They're starting Algebra 1, which is a high school math credit, or they may be taking a foreign language. If that is the case, these are perfectly acceptable to begin taking high school classes for your 8th grader. If your student is at that level, it's important to sit down with somebody like myself to go through and understand exactly what it takes to meet the Florida Department of Educational standards for a high school diploma. Now, do you need to do that as a homeschool student? No. Remember, if you're registered with the county, the parent is the legal school. You will determine how many credits your student needs in order to graduate your school. Now, do I recommend you follow the Florida Department of Educational standards? Absolutely. He or she may, say in 10th grade, decide they want to go to a public or private high school, and you want to make sure that you are on track. Once they graduate from the homeschool and they want to move on to college or technical school, those schools, colleges, will be looking to see what type of courses the student had taken for their high school years. So it's important to understand what are the 16 core credits, what are the electives that they can take, what type of classes and grades and test scores need to be met in order to qualify for the Florida Bright Future Scholarship, which I'll discuss at another time. But just know that these things are out there. Now, homeschooling, you can do it all at home. You can do a combination of at home, online. Many homeschoolers decide to join a high school co-op, and generally they meet for class 1-2 days a week, and collectively with other students they study a particular subject, do science experiments, math, and so forth, and then the rest of the time they work very independently at home. Now, or they could decide to do something online through Florida Virtual School or another online community, Coursera, Khan Academy. All of these things are acceptable. Also, a wonderful option is to be able to be dual enrolled. Dual enrollment means that a student may take classes at their local community college, and if they pass the class at the local community college, it counts not only for their high school credit, but also for a college credit as well. In order to do that, take classes at a local community college, your student has to pass their entrance exam, which is called the PERT exam. They also could use, if they had a satisfactory SAT score or an ACT score, that can be used as a benchmark for being admitted into dual enrollment classes. Many students that are home educated work and go to school, high school, as well as dual enrollment, and actually gain their Associate of Arts degree by the time they graduate from their home education high school program. So it's very doable. You have to be on it. You've got to be a serious student, and it's important for your student and you to sit down with somebody like myself to discuss all the various options, to discuss it's hard work going through high school. It's classwork, it's independent study, it's test taking, it's building your transcript to go on to college or vocational training. And so your student has to have that understanding in their heart to be able to work hard in order to achieve this end goal.